Hi, I'm Mrs. Sutherland. I teach here at NCC. I was a student here beginning in 1987.
So where did you?
Well, when I lived here, I was a 5-day boarder, so I would come and stay on campus through the week and go home on the weekends. And when I was here, girls' residence was in Belmont Hall, at the building out near the river.
So how is the dorm life in Belmont Hall?
I really enjoyed it. My first year I lived up on 4th floor in a really tiny little room there, and after that I moved down onto 2nd floor. But I really enjoyed getting to know people and just the life that went on here, spending time doing different activities. At that point there used to be a snack bar on campus, and so after study hall we'd go over to the snack bar, and it was just a nice atmosphere living on dorm. At that time it was a lot of international students as well. There were some more local students like myself who would just stay, 5 days a week and go home on weekends, but then there were a lot of people who stayed here 7 days a week. A lot of times I would spend time in the residence director's apartment. I remember Sunday nights when we'd get back after being gone for the weekend, a number of us would gather together in her apartment, and we'd, order in food or just visit, maybe have TV on or something. And so we'd do that, and there was like a common room, like a lounge that you could be in if you wanted to. But a lot of the time when we weren't in class, we'd be at the gym, or we'd be out on campus or at the snack bar or things like that. So we spent a lot of time doing that kind of thing.
So have you ever tried to have an adventure to the tunnel?
The tunnel was only, of course, everybody hears about the tunnel.
Yeah.
I never saw the tunnel. It was rumored that it was down in the basement right near where actually our laundry was. When I was here, our laundry facilities were down in the basement. You'd have to go down this really narrow staircase to get down to it, and it was kind of creepy. And rumors were that, the tunnel was somewhere down there, but it was only a rumor as far as I know. Never actually saw anything, but everybody likes to talk about the tunnel, so whether it's there or not, I'm really not entirely sure. But I know when I walk in there now, it's a totally different place. It's sad to see what it has become compared to what it was when I lived there. But every once in a while I still go back on and I walk up to my old rooms and look around. And one thing that I like to remember about Belmont Hall that you'd never kind of guess when you walk in there now is there's the really nice huge staircase that goes up the center there. And at Christmas time they used to put a really big real Christmas tree that would go up the center of the stairs there. They put a table down in the basement and they set this large Christmas tree on the table and put up the center of the stairs, and it was really nice to see that at Christmas, and really a beautiful thing. And that's probably one thing I'll always kind of remember about Belmont Hall. It really was like a beautiful building, and so it's hard to kind of see it now that it's starting to get more run down, and I'd love to see it restored to what it used to be at some point. Yeah. Well, because I lived there and because it's such a big part of my life, that would make me sad. I understand that to restore it would be a really costly undertaking, and that in some ways it probably makes more sense just to take it down and start over. But I think there's a lot of people that have a lot of memories there that would really be sad to see that happen, that would want to see that history preserved and that building restored, because it does hold a lot of memories for a lot of people. A lot of people over the years have lived there. My mom lived there. She was a student here. My grandparents were here, and my grandma was like a girls' dorm director, and so my family history goes back. I'm the 5th generation of my family involved with NCC, and so to me, taking down Belmont Hall, that kind of represents NCC, and to have that gone would be really sad for me. I would not like to see it go.